Good day, grade 12s. My name is Carden Madzokere. I'm the author and publisher of the Distinction Bound Student Textbooks, and welcome to lesson 1.4. In this lesson, I'm joined with two of my learners, and they'll introduce themselves. I'll start with the gent. We'll go to the lady. Yes.
Hi, I'm Rearabetswe Makgae from Lodium Secondary School.
Yes, and?
And I'm Nompumelelo from Rosina City Sports School.
Okay, yeah. So what we're going to do, they'll take turns to study the graph. We've done some other activities before, so they already know the drill. But this one we haven't done, so I want to see if they can be on point. So guys, the same way we did the ones before, I would want you to analyze this graph as you would in an exam. So the instruction would say, study the graph below and answer the questions that follow. So what would you say about this graph? Let's just look anything that you see that you may want to talk about. Okay, I can start with Nompumelelo.
It's a perfect market. I would say it's a perfect market.
Okay, she says it's a perfect market. Ria, what would you agree with her? Is this a perfect market?
Yes, it is.
Okay, what makes you think or agree that it's perfect?
So because the demand curve is horizontal.
Yes, the demand curve is horizontal. Ne? Right, the one for monopoly is downward sloping, right?
Yes.
For monopolistic, it's also downward sloping. For oligopoly, it's
Elastic.
no, it's kinked. For oligopoly, it's kinked, yes. So that's the difference. This one is horizontal, and there's only one market structure with a horizontal demand curve. So it makes this one perfect. So Nompumelelo was right. Ria, I want you to pick something that you want to talk about. Then maybe Nompumelelo can agree with you or disagree. If she agrees, she will tell us why she agrees. Ne? I think let's do it like that. Okay, what else do you see?
So I would say that the profit is made in a short run.
Okay, this is short run. The profit that is made, whatever profit it is,
yes.
You say it's short run. Nompumelelo, is it true?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, why?
First and foremost, it's labeled.
Yes, here.
And secondly, firms don't make economic profit in the long run.
Firms under perfect, right?
Yes.
They don't make economic profit in the long run. That's a good point. And that's only made by monopolies and oligopolies, ne?
Yes.
Yes, I agree with her. So far, you guys are doing well. Let's go to Nompumelelo. What else do you see?
It's an economic profit.
Okay, Ria, do you agree with her?
Yes, I can agree.
Okay, what makes you say it's economic profit?
So as we know that L equals to AC, and therefore L is below the MR, which gives us an economic profit.
Well, yes, but some of the things you're mentioning, L is AC only because they decided to label it L in this particular graph.
Yes.
But not to say L is MAC. There's no relationship. This L is just a label that they put to say what's missing actually. Okay. So in this particular graph, the L represents AC, and that AC is less than AR. You mentioned MR.
Yes.
Remember our golden rules.
Yes.
MR has nothing to do with profit or loss. It has everything to do with the profit maximizing point. Very good. But the curve that you should be talking about is AR. But it won't make you wrong because MR is equal to AR. But now I just want you to use the right terminology. Ne? Yes. When you talk about profit or loss, rather talk about AR than MR. MR, talk about it when you talk about
profit maximization.
Yes, and AR, you're talking about
profit or loss.
Yes, exactly. All right, I agree with you. Right, is there anything else you want to add? Maybe, so yeah, Ria already mentioned that AC is our L in this particular case. So maybe anything?
I would want to talk about also the profit maximization,
Very good.
which is labeled by N.
In this case, it's N, correct? I agree with you. N. But I don't know if Nompumelelo agrees. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree.
What makes you agree?
Because MR intersects at MC at point N.
Correct. They intersect at point N. Oh my God, I zoomed this. I hope it won't disturb my, oh my God, it kind of did. Okay, I'll just do this. Okay, yeah, no big deal. All right, before we go to the questions, is there any anticipation in terms of what they could ask? Given this graph, what do you think we could ask? I'll start with Nompumelelo. We anticipate a question. What do you think they could possibly ask?
Well, they can say which market structure is depicted.
By the graph above, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll answer your question. If they do ask that, I would say it's perfect. Ne? I think we already gave the answer because the demand curve is horizontal. Ria, any anticipations?
Well, sir, they could also ask about the point, which is the profit maximization.
Of course. And if they do, you have answered it already.
Yes,
you said it will be point N. Okay, Nompumelelo?
They can say which point of profit or loss.
Okay, which point? You mean what is the firm making? Is the firm making profit or loss? Yes, very good. They can ask that, ne?
Yes.
But in this case, we see it's making profit
Yes.
because AR is greater than AC. Okay. Any other question that you anticipate?
Well, sir, that word in bold, which will be define the short run.
Yes, that's a good one. They might ask you to define short run. Okay. Is there anything I can add personally? Well, what's the price? Maybe the price is P1. Yes, we can say that. I know that because that's equal to MR and AR. And I think they can also ask, identify the demand curve. Yeah, because it's not given, right?
Yes.
Then I would say MR, AR. This is our demand curve. I think they can ask also, identify the average cost curve. I would say it's L. Well, they cannot ask you to calculate the economic profit because they did not give values. So that we don't anticipate as a question.
Well, sir, one thing I can also add on is that they can ask you for the market price, which will be M.
No, market price is P.
Oh.
P1.
Oh.
M is the cost. Because
that we
look
say
here,
Okay.
L is the cost, L. Then the price will be P1. All right, let's go to the questions. I don't know who wants to take the first one. Who is volunteering to take the first one?
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Okay. Can you read us the question and then you answer it at the same time?
So it says,
Louder, please.
which point labeled on the graph anticipate profit maximization?
Okay, which one indicates profit maximization?
It's N.
N, I agree with you. Why do you say N?
Because MC is greater than MR.
No, it's intersects
Intersects
MR. Yes, at point N. Very good. Ria, take number 2, read it.
1.4.2 says, name the curve labeled L.
L, this one L.
Which will be AC, which is the average cost.
Very good. That's AC so our AC is L, and we know that because of the shape first and foremost, ne?
Yes.
And it's the only curve that's missing here. Yes, the demand curve is not labeled, but we know the demand curve is equal to MR and AR. So it will be AC is L, correct? And we anticipated. I don't remember who it was, but one of us anticipated this one. All right, let's go to the next one. What is depicted? Oh, I shouldn't be the one reading. Nompumelelo is yours.
Okay. What is depicted by the shaded area?
Okay, yes, here's our shaded area.
Economic profit.
Very good. That's economic profit. We know that. We've said it 1,000 times. AR is greater than AC. Very good. Ria, read the next one. You anticipated this one, short run. Now it's on you. I hope you can define short run.
So it says briefly explain the term short run. Well, the way I can say is that at least one input is fixed on the
long run. Yes, one input must be fixed for it to be long run. But there's another way of defining the short run. How else can we do it?
We can say where fixed costs do not change.
Okay, where fixed costs do not change. I agree with you. Well, is that the last one? No, we also have this one. Explain why this equilibrium position will not remain fixed. So why would this not remain fixed? But the equilibrium position we are referring to is the economic profit. So how would this economic profit not remain fixed? In other words, what would it change into?
Well, I can answer that and say that the reason why it might not remain fixed is that in the long run, it might change to the in a perfect competition, in a long run, the equilibrium position changes to normal profit. That's why it cannot stay fixed as an
economic profit. Yes, true. But what causes that to change? Maybe Nompumelelo, you want to add? Why will it not remain economic profit?
It's because markets enter.
Other firms will enter the market.
Yes.
Okay. And is there any barrier to entry in perfect? No. Entry is absolutely free. So because there are no barriers to entry, new firms will enter. And when that happens, which market force is affected? Is it demand or supply?
Supply.
The supply curve is affected.
Yes.
Will it increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Does it decrease?
It increases.
It increases. It decreases if the firm is making an economic loss in the short run.
Yes.
That loss will change to normal profit still, but in that case, firms will exit. Right?
Yes.
Firms will exit. In this case, firms will
enter.
And if they enter, supply will
Increase.
And in the short run, if a firm is making an economic loss, firms exit, and what happens? Does supply increase or decrease?
It
will decrease.
It decreases. Yes. Right. So because there are no barriers to entry or exit, in this particular equilibrium position, let me just go back. This particular equilibrium position is an economic profit. That economic profit will change to normal profit caused by firms entering. Yes. When firms enter, supply
increases.
Very good. Increases. Okay. Now this has we can present our answers and see if we got it right. All right, so which point or label on the graph indicates profit maximization? That was Nompumelelo. She got it right because it was N, and her name starts with N. She cheated. So yes, now I know why she got it right. N. Then number 2, name the curve labeled L. Well, this one was AC, correct? Yes, we said so. Then what is depicted by the shaded area? This was economic profit, we got it right. Briefly explain the term short run. Well, if I remember correctly, Nompumelelo said this: fixed costs remain unchanged. I can't remember exactly how she phrased it, but a point was somewhere around fixed costs not changing. And if I remember well, Ria gave us this one. He said there's at least one fixed input, but we might as well add this to our answer: a period where only variable factors of production can change. All right, the last one: explain why this equilibrium position will not remain fixed. Well, it means why will the economic profit change? well, they nailed this one. But if I'm reading, profit will attract more entrants into the market, which will lead to an increase in supply. And I kept asking which market force is affected. Yes, they got it right. They say it's the supply curve. And what would happen? It will increase. But if firms were making economic loss, then supply will decrease. So just make sure you get it the opposite. Well, just don't do that trend where they say, does the pressure increase or decrease? Then the increases. Well, I think here you guys were clear. I could hear that you are saying increase. I could hear that you are saying decrease. You were not saying increases. All right. Then this will drive prices down towards average cost, and profits will decrease. Yes. The new equilibrium position will be a normal profit. Now, you don't answer this question without concluding by saying firms. You can even start by saying that also. I think Ria started by saying that. And, Nompumelelo added some, things here and there. And, well, this has brought us to the end of this particular lesson. And I really would like to thank the two guys here that I have, and they're doing quite well. I'm told, I was speaking to Ria's teacher just now. He got 76%, and Nompumelelo got 68%. Well, I would like to congratulate the two. And, well, I'm challenging you guys. You got 70 and 60 something. That's what? Level 5 and 6. Yes. Well, with paper 2, you can easily get level 8. Level 7, oh my God, you can get 102, ne? Yes. Right, but yeah, you can easily get level 7. If you can get level 6 in paper 1, and this particular paper 1 was not easy, it was quite difficult. So I have confidence in you, and the way you've been answering here, I think it's quite possible, ne? Well, thank you guys. Thank you everyone else for watching. God bless.